In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a sign-in with a Blockstack React component. Now, as you can tell, that I'm going to actually start by saying I apologize for any noise, garbage trucks are outside. But moving forward, so this is as you know, last week I created a couple videos on Blockstack. I just kind of gave a basic explanation of it. And then I also kind of gave you how to get started with React using it. The one thing about using Blockstack is that the trick to it, I mean not the trick, the purpose of it is you're doing this sign in with Blockstack, and that verifies that the user will actually get to keep their own data. The user will, you know, that's how the developer knows they're being authenticated with valid information. They know that they can trust this sign in with Blockstack. But the one thing was every Blockstack application will have a sign in with Blockstack button. But like the Facebook one, I'm using, sign in with Facebook example, it only provided you some sort of assurance once they were all the same button. When you originally had the sign, if you had a variety of sign in with Facebook, or if it looked at all sketchy, people wouldn't really trust it, and that's kind of concerning because you don't want people not to trust your application or turn away because they can't trust your application. And so, if you look at my screen, I kind of published this post explaining my thoughts. It's my first React component library, and here it is. It's a sign-in Blockstack button, completely customizable. It doesn't actually look like this anymore. It has a full-size button, but I'm going to kind of show you how it works and how you can use it. I'm going to use. I included testing code so you can see it down here. What I'm going to do is actually say. So I'm just going to. I did not create this library. Sorry, I want to go back one. Clear this. I'm in my terminal right now. I'm just doing a git. Oh, what? Okay. Well, let me just remove this library. I'm just going to clear this and then do a git clone of this library, and that did not work. That's because I have two git clones. Git clone of this library, and then I have it here. I'm going to do an npm install just to get that started, and I'm going to kind of explain how this the sign-in button works. So it's completely customizable. That was the whole purpose of it, is that if you want to get started, it's not hard to get started. Like, it's just a plug in, but if you want to actually customize it, you absolutely should be able to. So for example, this is the minimum. You have to hold on to the sign-in state. And sorry, I should be more clear. There's two types of React buttons. There's the sign-in button, which contains the Blockstack node package inside of it, and it comes with the sign-in function and the sign-out function, and it knows that it manages it within the state. Sorry. And then there's the sign-in light button, which is, it actually extracts it's just the actual visual React component, so that if you want to code your own sign-in, sign-out, and all that stuff, you just pass it in with props. That's what we're actually going to do today. We're going to use the light one. I kind of recommend actually using the full sign-in one, but I'll show you how to do both. And so, as you can see, this is the minimum. You have to hold on to your own, whether or not signed in or not. And then you have a sign-in button text. You can change the text. You can hide the button. You can hide the logo. You can customize the sign-out redirect page. You can render nothing. I mean, sometimes the user, like for me, perfect example when I use the render nothing is when the user is signed in, but they're on like the the landing page, and the landing page doesn't. I don't want the sign-in button to be in the nav bar. I want it to be on the actual page or something like that. I don't want two of them, so I say, I pass a prop into the nav bar saying if landing page, and then I just render nothing, and so it doesn't actually load. And then the styling. So it's all inline styling here. You can grow the font size, you can grow the image size, you can grow the sign-up button background color, or the sign-in button's background color, or you modify both of them, and then the last thing is you can change the default styling. And so I'm going to kind of show you what this is still installing. how to kind of do that all. I don't know. I really find it and find this library kind of perfect for me. I'm currently building a Blockstack application, and this just saved me a ton of time. Here's the Medium post, me kind of explaining it. So all you gotta do is an npm install. Actually, let's just grab this right from the. And if this is changed, by the way, check the first comment. I've pinned something if anything's changed. Yeah, but so I'm just going to install the package. I think it's on version 1.1, 0.1.1, or maybe 1.0.1. That's sign in 1.0.1, and so it signs in the download the Blockstack JS file library too. So I think if you do an npm run start, this is how this whole library gets started. No, npm run dev. And I'm actually just going to open up this library. If I go into app here, there's nothing in there. I go to localhost, just says hello world. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to include minimize that. Include my library here and the minimum requirements. It's going to re-render. So now I got the sign in with Blockstack button here, and so I can just hit sign in. We'll open up Blockstack, and I don't think it will actually work because I don't have any of the actual Blockstack stuff set up. So this would actually be use the React Bootstrap. Sorry, not React Bootstrap. Use my other library, the React boilerplate with this one here, React boilerplate with Blockstack. This has everything set up. I have another video on that, check it out. But this generally just shows you the button. So here it is. You get this sign in with Blockstack button. Looks exactly like the ones on the website. And I'm going to show you another. Now I'm just going to show you how to modify it a little bit. So hypothetically, if you wanted, it's a sign out. So I think it's a sign out by default. But let's say you wanted to change the sign in code, not to say sign in with. You want to say just sign in. Just something along like that. You just add that in there. You refresh it, and it loads. And then you can do. I think you can hide the logo. I don't think that looks very nice. I'm going to remove that. You can, this is going to re-render again. Okay, so we're going to try it. Watch, you can change the font size. I'll make it bigger. And as you can tell, you kind of have to change the size of the image here as well. You have to change the button styling. I mean, you can go through it and change it all. But that's just kind of a general idea of how to get started with this library. It works well. If you have any bugs, wrong library here. If you have any bugs, report them. under the issues. I'll take a look at them. Maybe someone else can. You put a pull request in. Tell me what you think. This can be found on npm in the npm registry. Thanks for watching my video. Hopefully this is a great way to get started with Blockstack. Any questions, please put them down below. Thanks for watching.